Hello everyone, in this video we're going to look into speaking part 1 in IELTS speaking section. Now let us look into the introduction and interview. In IELTS speaking test part 1 is the introduction and usually lasts for about 4 to 5 minutes. The examiner will ask general questions about familiar topics such as your hobbies, studies, work, hometown, family, etc. This part aims to assess your ability to communicate effectively in English on everyday topics. Now let us look at some of the sample questions which you can expect from an examiner in the introduction in part 1 of the IELTS speaking test. The first one being, can you tell me about your hometown? Now the sample answer, let us look at a sample answer. The candidate will say, certainly, I come from a city called Manchester. It's situated in the northwest of England. Manchester is well known for its rich industrial history, particularly in textiles. It's a vibrant city with a diverse population and a strong cultural scene. Various landmarks like the Old Trafford Stadium and Manchester Cathedral attracts tourists from all over. Now explanation. In this response, the candidate introduces their hometown, which is Manchester, provides basic geographical information and highlights key aspects that make the city notable, showcasing their ability to describe a place and use descriptive vocabulary. Now let us look at a second sample question which you can expect from the examiner, which is, what kind of hobbies do you enjoy? And the sample answer provided by the candidate can be, I am quite passionate about photography. I find joy in capturing moments and scenes that inspire me. I particularly love landscape photography because it allows me to explore different places and showcase their beauty through my lens. Additionally, I enjoy hiking as it complements my photography hobby. It enables me to discover new locations and capture stunning natural landscapes. So this is a sample response. Now let us see what is an explanation for the same. This response elaborates on candidate's hobby, which is photography, and links it with another hobby, which is hiking. It showcases the candidate's interest, reasons for enjoying the hobbies, and how they are interconnected, demonstrating a wider range of vocabulary related to leisure activities. Yes, now let us look into the next question which you can expect from an examiner, which can be, what do you do to relax after a busy day? And the sample answer can be, after a hectic day, I usually unwind by listening to music. I find that music has a calming effect on me and helps me de-stress. I prefer instrumental music or some soothing melodies that help me relax and clear my mind. Occasionally, I also like to indulge in reading, especially fiction novels, as it transports me to different worlds and helps me to escape from the day's pressures. Now let us see what an explanation for this particular response. This response outlines the candidate's relaxation methods, listening to music and reading, and explains how these activities help them unwind. It showcases the candidate's preferences and reasons for choosing these specific activities for relaxation. Yes, now let us look into the next type of question which you can expect from the examiner, that is, how do you usually spend your weekends? And let us look into the sample answer. On weekends, I like to strike a balance between relaxation and productivity. Typically, I start my day with some light exercise, either by going for a jog or practicing yoga. Afterward, I enjoy spending time with family and friends, perhaps going out for brunch or engaging in activities like hiking or visiting local attractions. In the evenings, I often unwind by watching movies or reading books that I didn't have time for during the week. Yes, now let us look into the explanation for this particular response. Now, this response describes the candidate's weekend routine, mentioning activities for physical well being, social interaction, and personal leisure, showcasing a well rounded approach to weekends. Now, the next question which you can expect from an examiner that can be, what are your future career aspirations? And let us look into a sample answer for the same. In terms of my career aspirations, I am passionate about working in the field of environmental sustainability. I aspire to contribute towards creating more eco friendly practices within businesses and communities. I am particularly interested in exploring renewable energy solutions and implementing strategies that reduce carbon footprints. Ultimately, I hope to be part of initiatives that have a positive impact on the environment. Yes, now let us look into the explanation for this particular response. This response discusses the candidate's career goals, focusing on specific field environmental sustainability, outlining their interests and aspirations, and demonstrating a clear vision for their professional future. Yes, now after this, the next question which you can expect from the examiner for the part 1 of IELTS speaking section can be, how important it is for you to keep in touch with your friends and family. Now let us look into a sample answer from the candidate. Maintaining connections with my friends and family is incredibly important to me. They form the core of my support system, and their presence in my life provides emotional strength and happiness. Even though life gets busy, I make a conscious effort to regularly communicate with them, whether through calls, video chats, or meetings in person. Their encouragement and advice have been invaluable in various aspects of my life. Yes, so this is a sample response. Let us look into what is the explanation for the same. This response emphasizes the significance of relationships with friends and family, highlighting their supportive role and the candidate's efforts to nurture these connections, showcasing personal values and priorities. Yes, the next type of question from examiner in part 1 of this IELTS speaking test could be, could you tell me about your current job or studies? Now, a sample answer in relation to work. Let us see. I am currently employed as a marketing executive at a digital advertising agency. My role primarily involves developing and implementing marketing strategies for our clients, analyzing market trends, and managing social media campaigns. I find the dynamic nature of the job quite stimulating, as it allows me to be creative while also utilizing data driven approaches to achieve our clients' objectives. Now, let us see what is an explanation for this particular response. This response introduces the candidate's current job, provides details about their responsibilities, and expresses enthusiasm for the role, demonstrating vocabulary related to workplace and professional tasks. Now, in that this response was in relation to work. Now, let us see what can be a response in relation to studies. I am a third year student pursuing a bachelor's degree in economics at university. You can specify the name of the university. My coursework covers a wide range of topics including microeconomics, macroeconomics, electrometrics, and international trade. I am particularly interested in exploring the intersection of economics and public policy, and I have been involved in research projects focusing on economic development and underprivileged communities. Yes, now let us look into the explanation for this particular response. Now, this response highlights the candidate's academic pursuit, mentioning the field of study, specific subjects covered, and areas of interest within the discipline, showcasing academic vocabulary and interests. Yes, now let us look into the next type of question. What do you find most interesting? What do you find most interesting about your job or studies? Now let us look into the sample answer firstly in relation to work. The most intriguing aspect of my job is the ever evolving nature of digital marketing. With the constant advancements in technology and consumer behavior, it's fascinating to adapt our strategies to stay relevant. I also enjoy the analytical part where I get to delve into data to understand consumer preferences and optimize our campaigns for better engagement. Now, let us look into what is the explanation for this particular response in relation to work. Now, this response emphasizes the candidate's interest in the dynamic nature of their job, mentioning technological advancements and analytical aspects and demonstrating a deeper understanding of the industry and its challenges. Now let us look into the sample answer in relation to studies. What captivates me the most about my studies in economics is its practical applications in understanding real world issues. I find it rewarding to apply economics theories to analyze and propose solutions for socio-economic problems. Additionally, the diversity of perspectives in economics allow me to explore various schools of thought, which enriches my understanding of global economic dynamics. Yes, now let us look into the explanation of the same. This response highlights the candidate's interest in the practical application of economics, mentioning problem solving abilities and the broader perspective gained through studying the subject. Now, let us look into some of the additional IELTS Speaking Part 1 questions. So, these are sample questions which you can use to practice at home. Yes, also, I would like to bring to your notice that we provide you with IELTS preparation classes online and offline. If you wish to inquire, please contact us on the WhatsApp numbers which are flashing on the screen. Yes, now let us look into the sample questions. First being, what leisure activities do you enjoy in your free time? The second can be, can you describe a traditional celebration or festival in your country? How do you usually stay updated with current events and news? Do you think it's important for young people to volunteer? Why? Can you talk about a skill you would like to learn in the future? What type of foods are popular in your culture? Which ones do you enjoy the most? How has technology changed the way people work in recent years? The next can be, what do you think are the benefits of reading books? Can you describe a memorable event from your childhood? How often do you eat out at restaurants? What kind of cuisine do you prefer? Do you think it's important for children to learn traditional dances or music? Can you talk about an influential person in your life and how they have affected you? What do you usually do to prepare for important exams or tests? How has social media impacted interpersonal relationships? Can you describe a popular tourist destination in your country? What are the advantages and disadvantages of living in a multicultural society? Do you prefer to live in a house or an apartment, and why? How important it is to have a healthy lifestyle in your opinion? Can you discuss the role of sports in society? What kind of changes would you like to see in the local community? How do you think climate change has affected your country? Can you describe a hobby or interest that you had when you were younger? What do you consider the most challenging aspect of learning a new language? Do you think it's important for people to travel abroad? Why? How do you usually manage your time effectively? Can you talk about the influence of technology on education? What do you think are the benefits of learning about different cultures? How do you usually keep in touch with your friends and family? Can you describe an item that is important to you? Do you think it's better to pursue higher education or start working after finishing your school? So, these are some of the sample questions which you can practice with in part 1 in the IELTS speaking test. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like button. In order to receive more updates on this type of information, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.